YouTube channel. Thank you guys very much for watching. I really appreciate it. This YouTube channel is all about learning. We're here to teach you new skills. Now, if you're new to the channel, make sure that you subscribe and you hit the bell notification down below. What that will do is that it will notify you every time we have a new video available on our channel. A lot of the videos that we do are come in series, in lecture series. So we teach you an entire skill over a couple of videos. So it's important that you follow all the lectures in the series. Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and follow us on Instagram. Now let's get learning. Welcome back to our channel. You are watching this video on how to create your own e-commerce WooCommerce website from scratch. If you've been following along, by the end of this series, we're going to have our own e-commerce store running. And the store that we're building in this series is going to look like this. We're going to get as close as possible to this website. Now, this video is not the first one in the series. If you're new and this is the first video you're watching, please look at the description below. I'm going to link the previous videos that you should have watched by this stage so that you can follow along and you can be where we are right now. Currently, we have built a WordPress website, and you should have a website that looks like this. And please, from this point, let's follow along and continue with this website to integrate the store into this existing website. Now, if you go to your backend, this is what your backend looks like. When we installed WooCommerce the last time, we did not go through the setup process. So we haven't set up WooCommerce yet. We've just sort of installed it. And let's do the setup and run the setup wizard now. So if you're at the back end, just click on that run setup wizard and then let us continue. Okay, I've gone ahead and entered my address. This is not my real address. You're not going to find me if you come to this address, but I'm just going to show you how to go through the setup wizard. You enter your address. You would enter your real address and click whether you're setting this up for a client or not. In this case, I'm setting it up for myself. So I'm going to click on continue. And then WooCommerce gives you a chance to opt in. That's all right, to be able to assist them in building this plugin with giving them feedback. So I'm happy with that. And here you're going to select the kind of industry that you are building this e-commerce website for. It's just to help gather information also on their side. So I'm going to click on health and beauty because I'm building an e-commerce website that is going to be selling nail products. Once you've done that, you're going to click on continue. And in this specific case, we are doing physical products. You have options. When you create an e-commerce website, you could be selling downloads. So let's say you're an artist and you've recorded your track or your video somewhere and you're creating an e-commerce store to just sell the tracks to people. Then you could pick downloads and then you would sell to individuals every time they download your track. You could also sell subscriptions, memberships, composite products. There's a lot, bookings, but in this specific case, we are focusing on physical products. That's the easiest site to build. So let's click on that and continue. Once you've done that, here you're going to select how many products you're planning to display. For the purposes of this lecture, I'm going to select 1 to 10, but obviously when you build it for yourself, you're going to select whatever number that is relevant to you. Are you currently selling elsewhere? I'm going to say yes. I own yes, in person. I have physical stores and events. Okay, and then I want to market on Facebook. Yes. I want to contact customers with MailChimp. Yes. I want to travel sale with Google Ads. That's all right. But actually, I'm going to show you later. It's up to you. You have two options when you're doing this. You could select this Google Ads, but I don't usually do this, and I'll tell you why. When you select a yes on this, there is a third-party plugin that's going to be installed on your WooCommerce store, and that third-party plugin is going to manage all your Google Ads on your behalf, and you just pay them a monthly subscription, and then they organize all your advertising directly to your store. The reason why I don't like to do this personally is I like to do my Google Ads myself so that I can customize them, so that I can test products myself, so that I can figure out which ads work, which ads don't work, and I can focus on the ads that work instead of having somebody automating it on my behalf. Now you have two options here. If you're new and you don't want to worry about managing Google Ads, So you can unclick this button. I mean, you can click this button and then they'll do it for you and you can just pay them a monthly subscription. But if you're like me and you like to know how things work under the hood, you can unclick this, as I'm going to do. Continue. Okay. What is my annual revenue? I'm just getting started. Okay. Let's continue. Okay. What themes do you want? I'm going to continue with the theme that I have actively. Otherwise, you can pick other themes. I specifically chose this theme because I know it works with WooCommerce and I've used it before, and I'm building a store which has the theme on it already. But at this stage, you are really more than welcome to choose any theme that you like. You do not have to stick to this one. There's other themes paid for and free themes, but the first two themes, as you can see here, are free. So I'm going to just continue with the one that I have on. Okay. Jetpack. This is up to you, really. I'm not going to focus on Jetpack in this video series because personally it added no value to me up to date, unless if I'm missing something. If you feel like I'm missing something, please leave a comment below and let me know what I'm missing. But I'm going to say no thanks to Jetpack. And I'm almost there, so let's see. Okay, so now we've done the initial setup. You can add your first product, personalize your store, set up shipping, set up tax, or set up payments. Okay, so for adding your first product, I'm going to make a whole complete video on how to add a product. Okay, but for now, for the sake of continuing with this lecture, I'm going to just add just a very quick product to just get our store started so that we can see what it looks like. And we've done that. We've added our first product. Okay, now we're going to personalize our store. This is where you can create a homepage and upload a logo. Now we already have a homepage because we created that page, and I'm going to just find a picture that I'm going to add as a logo. Okay. Once you've personalized your store, the next thing is to set up shipping. Okay, so let's do that now. Okay, this is from where your address, the shipping, this is your address that you've added when you set up the store. Okay, and then the next thing that you need to do is to set up shipping costs. You have two options when it comes to setting up shipping. The first one is to offer free shipping, but when you offer free shipping, you're actually finding a way to include the shipping cost in your product cost. So depending on what you're selling, you could offer free shipping, but then make sure you've accounted for the shipping cost some way. Or you could just set up shipping directly and clients will see the separated shipping cost from the product cost. Personally, I like to include the shipping cost separately so that people understand exactly what they're paying for when it comes to shipping. So I'm going to say, okay, so when you get here, you're going to click on insert a row, countries, all states, all zip codes, all cities. I'm going to just have a rate of 0%, which means I'm not going to charge tax for any products because currently I'm not registered for VAT and I'm selling below the VAT level, so I do not have to pay VAT, and I'm going to save that. Okay. Once you've done that, you're going to go back to settings. In fact, you're going to go back to the WooCommerce dashboard so that you can go through the entire setup process. And the last one is setting up the payment methods. Now, already WooCommerce would have sensed where you are because you've entered your address, and it will pick up that you're in my case, I'm in South Africa, and it's going to show me all the available payment options for my current physical location. So I can either use PayPal or use PayFast. I find that a lot of the clients coming out of South Africa do not use PayPal. They don't like it. I've had it in my store and nobody has ever used it. So I usually just set up a PayFast. Okay, so just click on setting up PayFast. and then you'll have the option to connect to your PayFast account. Okay, so I'm not going to show you these items for now. I'm going to do this separately, and then I'm going to come back once I've set up a PayFast. Okay, so I've entered my merchant ID, my key, my passphrase, and PayFast has been set up. Okay, if you do not have a PayFast merchant ID key, you just go to their website, payfast.co.za, or just Google PayFast and create an ID. It's really, really simple to do it, and you will very quickly have your merchant ID, merchant key, and then you come back and you enter them here. And make sure you include a passphrase. I think WooCommerce now requires a passphrase every time. They actually deactivated some of my stores that didn't have a passphrase, so you have to go into your PayFast account and decide what your passphrase is, and you put the passphrase inside your PayFast account. Once you've done that, you come back here and you put the same passphrase in your WooCommerce account. What that does is it helps PayFast when it's communicating with WooCommerce. It's just an added layer of security to make sure that the information that is being transmitted to PayFast exactly comes from your store and nobody else is using your merchant ID and merchant key, because if they had to use that, they would have to know the passphrase as well. So it's just like an extra password. Okay, so make sure you set it up on your PayFast backend, and then you come back and you enter the same passphrase here, and then you click enter, and then everything will be just sorted out. It just works. And then you're going to continue, and you decide if you want to offer cash on delivery. I'm not going to click that. I don't want to do that. And you also have an option to do a direct bank transfer. I'm not going to set it up in this video, but if you want to do that, you would click setup. It will take you to another screen where you can enter your banking details. You put in your bank account number, your branch code, also all your details that you want so that clients can pay directly into your bank account. I find this method really, really helpful, especially in South Africa and other African countries, because not everybody is going to have a credit card and not everybody is going to have PayPal. And I found that the moment I started to integrate bank transfer, my sales actually increased and my card abandonment reduced, because there were more people that prefer to actually put money in your bank account and they don't want to enter their credit card details online. Even people that have a credit card are wary of entering their credit card details because they think somebody's going to steal their credit card details. So they much prefer to have your bank account number and do a deposit themselves. So when you include this, you find that actually your sales go up a little bit, from clients that are uncomfortable with putting their credit card details, and also from clients that do not have credit cards or do not have a PayPal account. So once you've done that, you're just going to click on done, and you have completed your setup. So I'm going to say I hide it because I'm done with this. I don't need that. And then it's going to take you directly to your WooCommerce dashboard. Now, at this dashboard, currently you're going to see nothing because you don't have any sales. But as soon as you start making sales, you're going to see all your your sales and everything here, and that's in dollars, and I need to set my store in South African rands, so I need to go back to, so that setup screen, you can always get back to it in case something is not quite right. So if I look at my store, I need my my currency to be in South African rands, not dollars. So you can always go back to the settings panel. That's how you can go back to try and redo or reconfigure in case you miss something and you want to get back to, oh my gosh, how do I find that? Where do I enter my bank account details? Just go and click on that settings button. And when you get there, you have all those options. Everything you've entered from general, from your address, the products, tax. So this is where you enter your products, tax, shipping, payments. It's all there, So that wizard just helps you set it up, but you can always do it manually by going to the settings. Okay. My currency is not right. Okay. So yeah, I've done that. That's supposed to be in South African rand. And let's save that. Why is it showing it in dollars? Okay. And products, I'm just going to double check that. Okay, that's good. Tax, I entered one tax rate, which is just 0. Okay, shipping, I have one flat rate in South Africa. Okay, let's just review that again and make sure that this is also in rands. This is the flat rate that we entered, is 150, save changes. Okay, payments, these are all the payment methods we've entered. We have enabled PayFast, and all the other ones are not enabled. Okay. accounts and privacy, okay, and save that. Okay, let's have a look at emails. So this page, this is where you decide how you want to send email communication to people when they place orders on your store. Okay. When you have time, come and have a look here. I'm not going to go through this in detail. I'll just give you a very high level explanation. Every time you have a new order, if this is ticked, it means your client will get an email every time they place an order. This is very important to communicate with the client that you have received their order. Okay. If you want to see what this template looks like, okay, click there on manage and then go into the details and modify the template as you wish so that it tells the client what you want the client to know and also tells you what you want to know. Okay. Cancelled order, this is also very important. Every time a client cancels an order, they will get an email. This is especially important for when you accept a bank payments, because we see a lot of order cancellations with that. Clients will come on the website, place an order and take a bank direct bank payment, and then they don't make the bank payment, and then the order remains on your store. You have to come back and manually cancel that order, or else it will remain as an open order in your store. Okay, so once you've canceled it, you want to notify the client that you have canceled the order so that they know that their order is canceled and decide if they want to come back and place a new order. Okay, failed order as well, you must allow an email for that. Order on hold, processing order, completed order, refunded order. Every time something changes, you want to inform your client. All right, and I'm not going to do advanced, and we're done with our e-commerce setup. Okay, now let's go and have a look at what our website currently looks like. If you go to the pages, if you remember clearly, we only had a privacy policy, and we only had that a shop store page that we created with Elementor. Okay, we only had these two websites these two pages when we started, and since we have installed the WooCommerce plugin, it installs these WooCommerce pages for you on your behalf. All the pages that you need for e-commerce: your cart page, your checkout page, a home front page, an account, privacy policy, whatever. All the pages that you need are installed for you. Okay, and if you go to your website currently, you're going to see the page that WooCommerce has set for you, and I don't want this. Okay, I know I selected the home page by mistake. I don't usually do that. Okay, so I'm going to go back here and just get rid of this page. I don't want this. I want the home page to be the page that we designed initially. Okay, so let's just get rid of that home page. Okay, let's just trash this. Okay, and what we're going to do to fix that is we're going to go back to our appearance, and we're going to go to customize, and then we're going to customize the way that we want it. We want to pick our own home page, and we want to pick and organize our menu so that we can see what's going on, okay, on the page. Okay, so let's start at the home page settings. And let's just pick a static page. And let's just go back and pick that store page. That's the page that we had before. Okay. And we're going to say publish. All right. And let's go back. And why do we still have that? Because the logo is huge. All right. So let's just adjust and modify this. Okay. So this logo is just, I don't want to change it. It's okay the way that it is, but it is just huge. We're going to adjust the size of the logo, okay? And just make it a bit more. That's better, okay? And then let's save that and go back. And then let's just now have a look at our website. Okay, that looks much better. But you can't even tell this is an e-commerce store. You don't see anything. So what we need to do is to add a menu at the top, okay? A menu at the top that shows us all the other shopping pages, but you can already see the telltale signs. You've got a cart, okay? We didn't have this before. This is included as part of WooCommerce. Now, every time somebody adds something to the cart, you will see it here. But because we don't have any products, you can't see the pages. They're there, but you can't see them. We need to sort out our menu, okay? So what we need to do here is go back to menus. Under appearance, go to menus and remove this, remove that, and remove that. Okay, we're going to add the shop page to our menu. Okay, add to menu. Okay, and then we're going to move that to the top. All right, so that people can see shop. Okay, and we're going to say save a menu. Okay, if we go back to the website and we just restart it, okay, now you have the shop and the privacy policy. Okay, now if you click the shop, you're going to see the first product that you added and the price that you set for it. And if you click on the product itself, there you go. Okay, now you have a product page. People can come here and they can add this to the cart. Let's say they want 2 quantities, they can add it to the cart. Okay, and there's no description yet, but the e-commerce is already working, so they can add it to the cart. They can go and view their cart. This is what the cart looks like. I've selected 2 items. Okay, let's say I wanna remove the one and I don't want to buy 2, I just want to buy 1. Okay, so I've removed 1 and I only have 1 and I can proceed directly to checkout. Okay, at this point your e-commerce website is live and it's working. If somebody went to this website right now, they can add this to their cart. They would be able to add their billing details. This is where you put your billing details. They would be able to place an order and go to pay fast and immediately pay for this order. So before you make your page go live, make sure you know exactly what you're doing. I know we are experimenting when we're building this, but at this stage, please be aware that your website is live. Okay, there's your flat shipping rate of 150 rands. It's been added to the product price of 500 rand that we set, and the final price that's going to be charged to the client is at 650. And as soon as a client clicks that button, it's going to take them to pay fast, and they're going to pay for this order, and you're going to receive an order in the back end. Okay, so in the next video, what we're going to do is that we're going to now work on adding product categories, and I'm going to make another video specifically designed for how to select products, how to add products onto your e-commerce store the right way, utilizing search engine optimization to make sure that you design your product pages optimally for Google search engines